Hello, folks. Welcome to my channel, Rico's Paradigm. Today, I want to discuss what are some things that might surprise expats about the Philippines. The Philippines has long been a well liked destination for expats due to its beautiful beaches, friendly people, and lively culture. However, the Philippines' uniqueness frequently surprises even seasoned tourists and those who are familiar with Southeast Asia. Certain facets of the way of life, culture, and scenery catch the attention of many Western expats in unexpected ways. The following facts about the Philippines might surprise expats. The high degree of English proficiency is among the first things that many expats find surprising. One of the two official languages of the nation, along with Filipino, based on Tagalog, English is widely spoken. Because English is used in government, business, media, and education, it is simpler for expats to get around and communicate with citizens. Even though Filipinos are fluent in English, many expats discover that there are still cultural quirks in communication that requires some time to grasp. For example, Filipinos typically avoid conflict or direct disagreement and instead prefer to be indirect and courteous. Expats accustomed to more direct interactions may occasionally misunderstand this subtlety in communication. The culture of the Philippines is firmly rooted in a strong sense of family and community. This creates a close knit social fabric that goes beyond immediate family to include friends, neighbors, and even distant relatives. There are many family get togethers, and family members frequently agree on important life decisions. Filipinos place a high importance on family responsibilities, sometimes even putting them ahead of personal or professional goals, as expats may observe. Because of their strong social orientation, locals are frequently hospitable and willing to invite new people to social events, which facilitates the development of relationships for expats. Filipinos are known for being incredibly hospitable, and many expats are pleasantly surprised by how friendly the people can be. This is reflected in the idea of bayanihan, which means community spirit or collective effort. Without expecting anything in return, neighbors frequently assist one another with a variety of tasks. For instance, communities band together to help each other rebuild and provide relief during a natural disaster. Before they have a chance to ask, neighbors may offer assistance, invite them to events, or give them gifts. Those who are used to more individualistic societies may find this friendly hospitality strange. Expat may need some time to acclimate to the tropical climates of the Philippines. The rainy season, which normally lasts from June to November, can surprise visitors with its intensity, even though the warm weather is frequently a draw. During this time, typhoons are common, and even in large cities like Manila, the intense rains can cause flooding in some places. There may be power outages during this season, and infrastructure and transportation are impacted. Many expats discover that they must modify their daily schedules and be ready with flexible scheduling, rain gear, and backup power sources. Each of the more than 7,000 islands that make up the Philippines has its own distinct customs, culture, and occasionally even language. The nation is home to more than 170 languages, with major regional languages like Cebuano, Ilocano, and Wari spoken in particular areas. Even though Tagalog, Filipino, and English are widely understood, because of this diversity, expats will come across various customs, dialects, and cuisines when they travel outside of Manila and the major cities. Many are taken aback by how different the different areas can be, as though they are experiencing many countries inside one country. Filipino food can differ significantly from other Southeast Asian cuisines, and its distinctive flavors and ingredients frequently take expats by surprise. Local flavors that emphasize sour, salty, and savory profiles are highlighted in dishes like lechon, roasted pigs, sinigang, sour soup, and adobo, marinated meat stew. Social gatherings revolve around food, and expats are frequently invited to fiestas or celebrations with copious amounts of food. The Filipinos' love of merienda, or snack, which are consumed several times a day, is another unexpected feature. Popular foods like balut, fertilized duck egg, which are regarded as delicacies, may also surprise some expats. The Philippines' cost of living is frequently a key draw for expats, and many are pleasantly surprised by how much money they can get, especially outside of major cities. Living in smaller cities or rural areas allows for a more economical lifestyle, even though urban centers like Manila can be more expensive. Expats can live comfortably on a modest budget thanks to the availability of reasonably priced housing, transportation, and food. Although the quality of healthcare varies by location, it is also reasonably priced. The availability of domestic assistance, such as nannies or housekeepers, which is significantly less expensive than in Western nations, is another benefit that many expats value. Navigating the Philippines can present unforeseen difficulties. For newcomers, the infamous traffic in Metro Manila and other large cities can be too much to handle. Lengthy commutes and clogged roads are frequent problems. While buses, tricycles, and jeepneys, colored modified jeeps, are common forms of public transportation, expats may not be familiar with them. Furthermore, the quality of the roads in rural areas can surprise some expats, and infrastructure outside of cities can vary greatly. Despite these difficulties, many expats relish the experience of discovering local transportation options, which are frequently less expensive than those in their home country. The Philippines has some of the most breathtaking scenery in the world, and its amazing biodiversity frequently astounds foreign visitors. The nation has a wealth of stunning natural attractions, ranging from the white sand beaches of Boracay to the limestone cliffs of Palawan and the terraced rice fields of Banawe. A variety of plants and animals, some of which are endemic to the Philippines, can be found there as well. When visiting the nation's lesser known locations, which frequently rival more well known tourist attractions in terms of beauty and tranquility, many expats discover that their expectations are surpassed. Because of its Spanish colonial past, the Philippines is primarily a Catholic nation, but it is also home to a number of other religious communities, such as Muslims, especially in the southern part of Mindanao, and different Christian denominations. Public life is heavily influenced by Catholicism, and religious holidays like Sinulog and Ati-Atian are enthusiastically observed. Holidays frequently involve sizable processions and public gatherings, and religious events and customs are interwoven with everyday life for expats. The level of devotion and the way religion is incorporated into both public and private life surprise some expats. The work culture in the Philippines may be different from what expats from the West are accustomed to. Offices may seem less formal, and cooperation and friendship are frequently emphasized. Expats may also be caught off guard by the idea of Filipino time, which states that appointments or events may begin later than planned. This laid back attitude may be welcome, but it may also be difficult for expats used to being on time. Nonetheless, the majority of expats realize that this strategy reflects the nation's more laid back social lifestyle. Typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions are all common natural disasters in the Philippines. Filipinos' adaptability and resilience in the face of adversity may surprise expats. Residents take great pride in their ability to bounce back from setbacks with humor and optimism. Seeing this tenacity can be both inspiring and humbling for expats. In times of hardship, communities often come together to support one another's recovery and reconstruction, demonstrating the bayanihan or collective spirit. Life in the Philippines is generally more relaxed outside of the busy cities. People in rural areas take their time going about their daily lives, and completing tasks quickly is not as important. Since socializing is an important aspect of daily life, the slower pace gives you more time to spend with your loved ones. This laid back attitude can be a welcome change for expats accustomed to fast paced, productivity driven lifestyle, motivating them to put their relationships and well being ahead of perpetual busyness. One of the most social media active nations in the world is the Philippines, and many expats are shocked to learn how much Filipinos use Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to stay in touch. Social media plays a big role in social life, from sharing pictures and updates about one's life and planning events and communicating with family members who live overseas. This robust online presence emphasizes the value of sustaining relationships, and expats soon discover that social media is a convenient way to keep up with events in their community. Even though real estate in the Philippines is reasonably priced when compared to Western nations, expats are frequently taken aback by the limitations placed on expats' ability to own real estate. Non Filipinos are not allowed to own land, but they are allowed to own condominiums as long as their share of the building does not exceed 40%. Many expats decide to buy real estate in collaboration with a Filipino spouse or lease land for an extended period of time. Despite the ownership restrictions, some expats view the growing real estate market as an opportunity, especially in tourist destinations and urban areas. Although healthcare in the Philippines is generally reasonably priced, particularly when compared to Western nations, the standard of care can differ greatly between urban and rural areas. Private hospitals in Manila and other major cities are up to international standards, and because medical care is less expensive there, some expats even come to the Philippines expressly for medical care. However, healthcare facilities may be more basic for those who intend to live in more remote areas. The availability of healthcare professionals, many of whom are highly qualified and speak English, often surprises expats. This makes it simpler to communicate medical needs. The Philippines is a distinctive fusion of rich cultural traditions, tropical beauty, and Eastern and Western influences. It is common for expats to constantly learn, adjust, and uncover new aspects of life in the nation. The Philippines provides an experience that is both enlightening and unexpected, From the friendly locals to the breathtaking natural scenery and the strong sense of community, expats can maximize their time in this fascinating and diverse nation by keeping an open mind and embracing the unexpected. All right, folks, that is all for today's show. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good day.